Ashlyn and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get that dramatic fall makeup look using a bunch of Tarte products. So I started with priming my eyes and now I'm going into this beautiful Tarte palette. This is the Tartelette in Bloom and it has such a nice variety of warm toned shades and even some cool ones in there, and they're mostly matte but there's some pops of shimmer, and I just think it's the perfect beginner's palette if you're just getting into makeup. They're super blendable, super pigmented, and just overall a beautiful palette. So I'm starting off with that warmer, lighter shade for the crease just to add a transition color to my eye look, just so that we get a nice gradient. And then taking a little bit of a darker shade, I'm gonna basically build up where I put that transition shade, but just put it lower. And then taking the deepest, darkest shade closer to my eye and more on the outer corner of my eyes just to deepen up that crease and add dimension to this look. And I'm putting it on with a precise brush and then blending it out with a fluffier brush to get that nice smoky diffused look. And you can always just add and build up slowly, and that's the best way to do it so that you don't add too much product on right away, because it's so much harder to take it off than to add. So now just to even out the eyes, I'm going to put something on the lower lash line. I'm taking that same dark warm color that we used at the top and just dragging that along the lower lash line and smoking it out with a pencil brush and the lighter transition shade that we used in the crease. And that is what you should have for now. And I wanted to try and incorporate this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Glistening Garnet. It's this beautiful cranberry shade with pink shift. And it's very pigmented, so I thought it'd look really nice. I didn't really like how it looked. It looked a little bit too pink for my liking, and I wanted something more fall and like rusty, I guess. So I slapped on this copper shade from the Tarte palette, and wow, it was beautiful. And I kind of like how that glistening garnet color kind of shows through, so it's a little bit pink, but not too pink. And now I'm just taking this really bright, shimmery light shade from the bottom left of the palette and just putting that onto the lower lash line at the inner corners to brighten up the eyes. And just overall just adding some more shadow where I thought it faded a little bit, just to add that extra punch and make sure that it's very, very intense. And then taking that same shimmery color, just putting that into the inner corners of the eyes to brighten them. And I think that makes a big difference. So that's what it should look like. And now just to add a subtle pop of color and something different to the look, I'm taking this Eye Studio Maybelline gel liner in the shade Eggplant and putting this all over the top lash line and making a winged liner. If you have gel liner that's gone dry and you need to revive it, a good trick is to add a little bit of face oil or any kind of beauty oil, and that'll help revive it instantly. So that works also for pomades and yeah, other creams that you're gonna apply to your face. So now for finishing touches, I'm putting on these fake eyelashes. I'm sorry about my chipped nail polish. Oh, that looks so bad. And I used my favorite glue, which is from the Face Shop, but you can use any glue. I do recommend using clear glue instead of black glue if you're a beginner, because it dries clear and you won't have to worry about getting black glue all over your eye makeup. The best way to put them on is to look down, attach the center first and then the corners, and then push them up while they dry so that they keep the curl. And then just touch up some liner if you want to cover some dried glue. And now just to finish up the face, I'm using this Tarte blush palette and taking the most neutral color from that palette and just putting it all over my cheekbones and the apples of my cheeks. And I also like to drag it up towards my temples just because I feel like that personally flatters me the most, and I also think it helps give a nice contoured look and it looks the most natural. And of course, if you've gone too heavy-handed, you can always blend it out with a giant face powder brush like I did here. And no look is complete without a little bit of highlight. So I'm taking this Prosecco Pop, which is by Becca, the split pans, and with a very light hand, I'm just putting it on with a fan brush. And I wanted a little bit more of a subtle highlight just because I think that would look a little bit better with this look because everything else is so dramatic. So really light hand. And then with this Lip Surgeon's Lip Tint by Tarte in the color Praise, I'm just going to add that all over my lips to finish the look. And after you do that, that's the look, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!